Hi, I'm Weston with Coal Mountain Technologies, and if you came here from another site or another link, welcome to our YouTube page. If you're here from the QR code in our box, congratulations on your purchase. And in this video series, we're going to be going over the details of the mountain stick. Let's start with the handle. The handle is held on by a 1/4 20 screw, and it's very simple. You just untwist this, and the handle just pops right off, just like that. And inside the handle, we have a piece of EVA foam that goes into the storage compartment. We have tubes that add for extra storage on our website that can contain matches, iodine tablets, extra survival supplies. But if you're not using any of those, we recommend you slip this EVA foam in here. And what that will do is it'll keep the interior poles from rattling around while you're walking. So this slips on just like that, and you screw right back in. Now that the handle is off the mountain stick, the setup is actually very easy. So you just tilt the mountain stick upside down, and the poles will slide out. Our tolerances are very good, so you'll kind of hear that vacuum, that noise. And the exterior of these poles adjusts very easy. Just a twist to the left, and then you adjust it to whatever length that you need. And then this will pull out of the interior pole, and it screws into the housing of the mountain stick, just like that. Same goes with the smaller one, but it adjusts from the bottom. So you do a simple left turn, extend it, right turn to lock, and screw it into the housing of the mountain stick. Just like that. And you've set up your tripod. And from here you can adjust the legs however you want it to match your terrain, whether sitting, standing, it adjusts to whatever you need. So we're gonna go over the leg of the mountain stick and some mistakes that people usually make. So the first thing is that all of the legs come with this rubber tip. I recommend you remove it. It will give you a little more traction with your terrain. Our tip's aluminum. The other mistake that people will make is you'll twist it to the left and you'll extend it. You'll come too far out and the pole will come out. So right here we have our friction unit, and what this does is when you twist it to the right, it expands those pieces. So it makes it harder to stick it back in if they're flayed out like that. So the idea is that you adjust them so they barely fit into the sleeve here, and then once you do that, you can tighten them and it cinches down. And you'll also notice this is an issue if you sit here and if you twist it to the left a lot and you unscrew that friction unit quite a bit, you won't be able to cinch it down again. So what you'll need to do is bring it out and then give it a twist to the right, and again make it just so it'll fit into the sleeve here, and then you'll be able to cinch it down again just like that. Alright, in this video we're going to go over a quick disassembly. So it's pretty straightforward. First thing you do, you just do a left twist to come out of the housing here, and then you put it together the same way you took it apart. So you do a left twist here till it's loose, push it in, twist it to the right. Make sure when you're putting these back in that they're cinched down here, because you can lose one of the sleeves inside the pole, and the next time you have to put it together it's kind of a hassle. Same with this one. Left turn to get it out of the housing, left turn here, put it together, and then cinch it nice and tight. So from here, it's important that we clean off the sides of these poles. It will keep it from scratching or getting stuck in it. So what I like to do is I like to just take my smallest one here and just give it one wipe with my shirt like that. Slip it into the larger pole here, and then do the same thing with the larger pole. One quick wipe, just like that. And then you won't be getting a lot of dirt and grime inside of your mountain stick. And then from here, you just put your handle right back on, and then screw in your handle. And then you're ready to go again. Simple as that. Alright, so we're going to go over the housing for the mountain stick. On both sides, we have the threaded inserts. You can put a screw in on either side or both, it's up to you. The main housing here is where the tips of the legs go. They go in just like this. Both the tip and the housing is made out of 6061 aluminum. So it's important that when you're threading it, you don't force it. You kind of just let it glide in on its own. Right here, we have a little eyelet. And there's a couple things you can do with that. You can attach a rope from your screw to the eyelet to keep you from losing the screw. Or when it's set up in a tripod, if you have something over, say, 30-40 pounds, you can attach a rope to it to add some more stability. So we're going to do a quick talk about our clamp. So this is our own design here. We've made the lip a little bit longer so it's easy to pull the clamp up just like that. This piece here is made out of aluminum, and then this is the barrel here is plastic. On the front of our clamp here, you'll see a plus and a minus. And then you can twist this wheel to whatever way you need to go, whether you need the clamp to be a little tighter or a little looser. So you'll recognize that if we pull this bottom part off here, that this is how it came in your box. So our clamp can actually be removed here from the top to add an accessory. We have an extra carbon fiber sleeve that slips over the top of this that will allow you to use our tripod with any optic from a standing position. So this slips right back on the top here, just like that, and the barrel slips into here, and it's a very close fit, so it takes a little bit of finagling, just like that. You slip it on, clamp it down, and there you go. So we're going to go over the tip of the mountain stick. So this is our aluminum tip for added durability. Inside your mountain stick box, you will also receive these attachments. Now, one is a hard tip, one is a soft tip. So this is really easy to attach. You just cinch it on there like that, and then you can either use the rubber soft tip or just your typical trekking pole hard tip. We also include a snow basket, so if you're in any deep snow, this just slips on like that, screws down and cinches just like that, and then you can use this in the snow. So the first and most important attachment we're going to go over is the optics platform. The optics platform holds a 1/4-20 screw like the rest of the stick does. You'll notice that's a theme through all of the attachments. But this is the base on which everything you put on the mountain stick will kind of feed off of. So you can put whatever you want on top of that, and you'll notice as we kind of go throughout this video that you only necessarily need one, but maybe having more than one will allow you quicker exchange between attachments depending on what you're doing. All right, the second attachment we're going to talk about is what's called our 360-degree ball mount. Now this is just your typical ball mount that attaches via a dovetail on top and the 1/4-20 screw on the bottom through the optics platform. So we can just do a quick switch here, take that off, put that right in, and then anything that has your dovetail, I have it on my spotting scope, can just slip right on like that, and then you cinch it down and you're ready to go, just like that. All right, our next attachment is this shooting fork. What it is just a simple Y yoke that sits on top of the optics platform via a 1/4-20 screw, like everything else. And you know, if you're out glassing a hillside, this is an easy removal here. Set this somewhere safe, and then you can just swap it out for the shooting fork. And if you've been watching something, you can take your shot. This is another attachment we have on our site. So this is the custom binocular mount. The instructional video on how to make these custom to your binoculars are on our YouTube page. I've got the dovetail mounted to the bottom of this. So I can just slip this on our 360 ball mount like we did with the spotting scope, and then just slip my binoculars right into here. And then I have my optics ready to go. All right, this attachment is called the photo bomb, and essentially what it allows you to do is attach on a lot of different surfaces, and then you can get a picture of a group of people or whoever you're with. So what this does is this clamp part comes down on either, you know, a bicycle seat, a car door, our trekking pole, even branches, whatever you want. Clamps down like that. I'm going to get a picture of you guys, so I'm going to slip my phone in just like this. And then you can use this knob right here to adjust exactly where you want it. And just like that, I can set a timer and then come back and take a picture of you guys.